Good morning, day, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. My name is Sule, and I have been an online English teacher for about 15 years. That makes me feel really old. Past 15 years and the experience that I've had as a teacher has allowed me to break everything down to 10 most useful tips and tricks. 5 on the things to do, and then 5 on the things not to do. And this applies not just to English learning, but to any language at all. All of these tricks that I'm offering are 100% free. I am not trying to sell you anything in this video. Regardless of whether you are just starting to learn and you are a complete beginner or you are a seasoned learner, I do believe that almost all of you will find at least a little bit of value in this video. Ready? Let's get cracking. Now, first rule is to set clear goals. Setting clear goals can provide you with a clear roadmap on the things that you want to achieve and how to actually achieve them. Setting minor and mid-level goals can provide you that boost of motivation when you actually complete them and I have surpassed this level and I'm going to the next. Now, while deadlines may work really well later on, it is my advice that anybody who is starting from scratch, from nothing, an absolute beginner, do not set any deadlines. The reason why is very simple. You have no idea how much time and effort it's going to take for you to make those first few steps. If you set a deadline and you fail, you are very likely to kill any enthusiasm that you might have for learning English. Find your footing. Stand firmly and then start to run. Get that basic knowledge, and then later on, you can set your deadlines. Rule number 2 on what to do. Vocabulary is king. Long live the king. Good speakers and communicators command an incredible wealth of vocabulary. Your ability to speak is determined by your active vocabulary. I'll talk about passive vocabulary more in the next rule. Now, rule number 3, vocabulary from context. Do not learn definitions by heart. I believe that this is the most important rule because vocabulary is both the most interesting and the most difficult part of any language. There's so many words to remember. By learning things from context, think about for just a second how you learn your native language. You learn all those words from context and situations. Over time, you're exposed to a word through multiple situations and multiple contexts. And eventually you solve the puzzle of the word. You figure out the fullest and the most complete meaning of this word. This kind of learning is incredibly powerful because it completely bypasses the passive vocabulary or memory and stores the word in active vocabulary or memory. The way that it does is that it allows you to remember situations and context. Learning a word by remembering additional words is not very effective. You experience the word multiple times, and as I said before, you solve the puzzle of this word over time. It ensures a much better retention. Rule number 4, practice speaking and thinking in English to yourself. Now, I've been accused many times by the members of my family to be the crazy person, the one who talks to himself in the middle of the night because there's no one else to talk to, right? Even though your ability to be fluent is going to be determined by your active vocabulary, also by grammar, but less so, the truth is that it mainly comes from your confidence to speak. Now, being confident does not mean that you know you will never make a mistake. No, it's quite the opposite. It means that you know you will make a mistake. You absolutely know. Fluency is more of a feeling. Mistakes will and can be reduced over time. The confidence is built through the habit of speaking. Best ways to do so is to often converse with other people. And if there's no one else, do it with yourself. To get used to thinking in English cuts out the translating that you will do in your head. It is very important to get used to speaking and also thinking in English. Now, this rule, number 5, is for those of you who have teachers or who are thinking about taking lessons. Choose passionate teachers. My personal motto always was, passionate teachers inspire, and if I'm not excited to teach you, why would you be excited to learn? Please remember that learning a language is a marathon and not a sprint. It takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort. If you choose someone who is passionate to teach you, that will help you stay motivated and keep you on your track. Now on things not to do. Study grammar, do not focus on it. Unless of course you're doing a test where there's a lot of grammar questions, very complex ones especially. Do not get me the wrong way. Grammar is very important. Learning those basic rules of knowing how to form sentences and which tense to use when is very important. However, the way that we are taught grammar, especially in schools, is not effective and will not translate to you becoming a better speaker. The way that we studied at school, here's a grammar problem, do it 500 times! Boring, not interesting, not necessary also, right? Think about it like this. If I ask you to tell me all the grammar rules of your language, your native language, would you be able to do so? Most people cannot. When you're speaking in your native language, are you constantly thinking about all the grammar rules? Most people do not. We learned these things in schools ages ago, and yet we speak our native languages with 100% grammar accuracy. Grammar is best taught when you get used to it, when it comes naturally and instinctively to you. If you have to think all of the time, oh, did I use this tense correctly? Or, oh, did I use that tense correctly? That is going to hinder your fluency. It's going to make you less fluent. Please remember that 90% of the time, only 5 tenses in everyday English are used. In everyday English, only 5 tenses 90% of the time. When you delve more into the intricacies of grammar and active versus passive voice and conditionals and these little things, you have to learn them. Just please do not obsess with them. Do not focus too much on them. Rule number 2 on not to do. Do not translate anything. Please, please, please do not fall into this trap. It is better to learn 10 things from context than to learn 100 things by translating them. To learn one word by remembering a bunch of other different words is not terribly effective. This has a lot to do with the rule before that I talked about learning from context. Remembering a context or a situation is far more effective and will ensure better retention over time. However, it is very important to note that the very beginners, people who are starting from nothing, from zero, you need to learn 1,000 to 2,000 of the most basic words in English. And that means that you will have to do this through translation. You don't have any other reference in English. You have to learn them by translating. Rule number 3 on what not to do. Do not be afraid of your mistakes. This is very important for adult learners. We are more afraid of making mistakes and sounding foolish. Think about it like this. You're making mistakes in your native language all the time. You are saying things that you didn't want to say. You are mispronouncing things. I know I say stupid things all the time, right? So why would you feel bad about doing that in English? No teacher or foreigner will fault you or make fun of you for making a mistake or pronouncing with a wrong accent or anything like that. People understand this is not your native language. This is not even your second language. So just relax and have fun. Rule number 4 on things not to do. Do not rely only on passive learning. Passive learning is great. Passive learning is a great way to enrich your vocabulary and to break down the logic and get used to the grammar of the language. However, it is very important to be engaging with people, to be connecting with people, talking, writing, right? Those things that you actively do are very important. Please remember, you still need to flex those language learning muscles yourself. Rule number 5, do not burn out. This is why I said before that deadlines are a trap. They're a trap. Learning a language is a marathon and not a sprint. I have to say that one more time. Sorry for repeating myself. I have seen time and time again people trying to do too much in a too short time period and they burn out. Pace yourself. With right tactics and techniques, you can absolutely speed up the process. However, if you try to do too much and you beat yourself up too hard, you will burn out too quickly. Most of us will. Now, there is another thing that I would like to talk to you about. Very often you see this one guy on the internet and he's moving his hands trying to articulate and he's trying to sell you amazing wisdom that will change your life forever. Just for a few $1,000s, right? None of that here. This is 100% free. Everything on this channel will always be free. And this is just my experience and the experience of tens of thousands of students that I have taught and also the teachers that I have learned from. If there is any wisdom in this video, it is the wisdom of those people, the wisdom of the students and of the teachers. I want to invite you all to a journey that is going to be showing that these tips work. I'm going to be showing methods and I'm going to be showing tips in real time in a practical situation. What I am going to do is that I'm going to start learning German. I have no idea how long this is going to take, so I hope that you guys have patience. There will be a separate list on the channel that is going to be titled Journal Learning German or German Learning Journal. That actually has a nice ring to it. I'm going to be in that list telling you guys what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, for how long, and how much. Again, I have no idea how long it's going to take. I know that I'm going to stop when I am at least level C1. For those of you that you don't know, it's A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So C1 is the next to last level. And I'm doing this to prove that I'm not just talking the talk, I'm also walking the walk. And to prove to you guys that these tips and these things really do work. I hope that you found this video to be useful and fun. You are amazing for making it to the end of the video. I also hope that you at least consider joining my community of learners. I'm teaching English for about 8 to 10 hours every day, and I love this job. It's amazing. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I also hope you check out my website. It's gonna be around here somewhere, I guess. Wonderwiz.com. There's a lot of materials there and I'm constantly adding more. They're multi-layered. I'm very proud of them. I'm making all of them myself. You have your reading exercises, your vocabulary stuff. I record the audio of all the reading materials and you can actually check my pronunciation if you are unsure. And there's an extra page with the vocabulary section too. I'm very proud of this and I hope you guys check it out. Again, it's 100% free. All you have to do is just register at the website. There is a lot of misconceptions about studying English, studying a language. I know how most platforms work. I have worked on a variety of them, and they are designed to keep you on that wheel and to milk as much money as they can. My goal is to teach you how to learn, to teach you how to walk and how to run, and then to off you go! Fly! For any student that I have that is on my platform, my goal is for you guys to eventually graduate, to stop coming, to be satisfied, to be like, okay, I have learned this. I'm going to move on to something else. And I hope to introduce more languages on the platform so you can come back to learn Spanish, German, Chinese maybe even, who knows. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, follow, share, subscribe. If you know anybody who is stuck or is just starting on their English learning journey, I'm offering free trial lessons for a limited period of time. I am also going to be doing public lessons where all of you guys will have to watch. I just need one brave volunteer that is not afraid or shy to talk in front of others. And that's it. I hope to see you in the next video, or maybe in the next lesson, huh? All right. I hope you guys have fun, and I will see you next time. Take care.